Hey guys, it's me, Stephanie Nelson Davis, aka Moogie. Um, Trigger warning, whatever. We are going to be discussing, it is discussing SA, the R word, and things like that. So if that makes you uncomfortable, you might want to skip the video, okay? Um, it, it won't hurt my feelings, I promise. To the rest of y'all, and please forgive me because, well, generally I don't smoke while I do this, um, but I'm gonna today. Okay, so 4 years ago, the 13th of January, I went to the Walmart, my local Walmart. Gen 6 had just happened, and, feeling all guilty, especially for anybody who's an immigrant. Now, this guy worked at the Walmart. I had encountered him before and labeled him a creep because he was kind of creepy. And, but on this day, under these circumstances, he was standing outside the door when I walked in, so I spoke to him and we talked about how horrible it was, and I actually even gave him a hug. I'm a huggy person. But then I just went on with my shopping. Now, what I didn't know at the time and found out later is that he followed me everywhere I went in the store. He followed me all over the place. It was Sunday, about 12:30 in the afternoon. I didn't know. I mean, and I was a bartender for 20 years, and you got that shield, and you know how to deal with this crap. But I was shopping at Walmart on a Sunday. So anyways, the little fucker, I was in the freezer department, and he somehow got me pinned between the freezer door and my cart, and he grabbed my boobs, grabbed my titties, and until finally I pushed the cart out really hard and banged him and told him to get the fuck away from me, and went on my way. And then when I was going to leave the store, the little pricks at the door going, "Would you like to, do you want to help out? Do you want to help out?" And I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't remember how many times I said no. But he followed me anyways. And I don't know, man. I froze. I had a tire iron right there. Um, I could have called the cops right then and there. So many things. Because him following me seemed like such an implicit threat. I mean, that was worse than being, that was almost worse than the being pinned and groped. Although that part wasn't great either. But the threatening gesture. And I don't know why. I mean, generally I'd go ballistic and I'd beat his ass, but some reason I froze. But I was in my Thunderbird, and he took some bags out of the cart to put them in the car, and I looked at him. I said, "You know what? I can fit 4 bodies in this trunk, more if you chop them up." I don't know where it came from, but the look he gave me was, and I think, so he finally went away, and I came home and told my husband everything and prevented him from going down and killing the dude. And we reported it to the police. We reported it to Walmart. The guy was served, and nothing happened. I haven't heard nothing since. Nothing from any cop, nothing from any DA, nothing. Nothing from nobody. I mean, and it's all on videotape. You know, Walmart videotapes fucking everything. It's all on videotape, and it's creepy as hell. And just the extent, the fact that I didn't even, the fact that he was following me around the fucking store. And then the way he pinned me, but worse, following me out to the car. And it still pisses me off. And it still pisses me off that I have panic attacks. It still pisses me off that, I mean, it just, you know, it definitely wasn't the first time I was sexually assaulted, especially if you count groping. I mean, I was a bartender. I've been groped so many times I couldn't tell you. But when you're bartending, it's different. You've got that armor on, and you know, and you're the bartender. You're the power. So drink in the face, you know, slap across the face, or get the fuck out of my bar were all three options that I used. It's different when, you know, and you know, and this little idiot. I mean, and again, I still to this day it pisses me off that I froze, but I did, and and then and then nothing happened. You know, I should have led with my better instinct and just broken his kneecaps right then and there, because other than him getting fired, that would have been the only justice I ever got. But I probably would have gotten in trouble for it. So, you know, and I know this in the annals of traumatizing things. I know this isn't a huge, a big one. Um, you know, and but see, for me, during my childhood, uh, I was prey for every fucking pedophile in, you know, St. Paul. I was, you know, get kicked out in the morning and couldn't come back till after 7:30 at night when the old troll went to work, and I got molested and raped numerous times by different pedophiles because they just know how to spot vulnerable kids, which when I was little, there wasn't very many more vulnerable than I, and you know, and of course, nothing ever happened to those men. Um, but there got to be a point I grew up enough where I was able to defend myself, and then I had a pack of friends that helped defend me too, and that, you know, bartending, that's different, and especially being on a military base. I did have one guy got my friend fucking stupid drunk because he wanted to get her drunk, go home and fuck her, and I had to go get my car. It took me 45 minutes because I had to walk 2 miles and then drive back down there, and he came out screaming at me. I thought he was gonna hit me or something. And then, I had been working, but some of the guys from my bar came out, and they were like, "Is there a problem?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude's hostile," you know. You know, but I wasn't afraid he was gonna sexually hurt me, but I thought he was gonna hit me. Turns out he was a cop. You believe that shit? And this was before my Donnie came there, but I was still friends with the top cop then, and dude got in a lot of trouble. Yeah, and that girl Tina, 2 weeks later, she's begging me to forgive him because he wants out of the doghouse. I told her if he came near me or my kids, I'd have him immediately arrested. Um, but I think the difference with this one was that I, I'm, you know, old enough. I did everything I was supposed to do. I called the cops. You know, it's all on video. I did all that stuff. and he still fucking got away with it. I mean, to me, that's telling every woman in Texas who gets sexually assaulted, unless it's, and unless, I mean, what happened to me apparently is no big deal. You know, and it pisses me off. It really fucking pisses me off. Ladies, I know being a woman comes with all sorts of horrible, horrible pitfalls that we've had to learn throughout our lives. But, we should support each other because we're powerful. And that's why churches and governments and everything else has tried to keep women down, because we are powerful, very powerful, and they're afraid of our power. But and I try not to. It's been really hard, and so I thought I'd share it all with you. Maybe this year it won't be so bad. Yeah. But if anybody wants to talk about any of this stuff, let me know, and you can ask me anything you want. And I will try the very best of my ability to answer, and I will always be honest. But I'm not one of those mean persons. But we need to talk about this shit, because we need to end it. And if we keep just sweeping it and saying, "Oh well, that's the way life is," it's not ever going to stop. We have to band together. Crimes on women, I mean, I do believe that's the top tier. And a woman's the person most likely to beat and or rape and or kill you is somebody you know. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. It's not easy. It's never been easy being a woman. But you know what? We are powerful. We are powerful, and they're afraid of us. And all we have to do, ladies, is, put petty shit aside and fucking start working together. Because if even half of us are on the same page, man, they're done, and we'll overrun them. So, but here's hoping that here's hoping that you never had to suffer that kind of indignity, and here's hoping for the rest of y'all that you are better each day. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to live with. I know it's hard to... But each day I am stronger. It helps that I have a bodyguard, my son, who's 6'6", and my girlfriend Ruthann, who's 4'10", but I'd be more afraid of her than my son. But for us, we're not victims, we're survivors. But that PTSD, man, that fucks you up. And that's the worst part. And I hate it when people, oh, just get over it. Fuck off. Just fuck off. So that's why, if you wanna, if you wanna chat, just let me know. I do not reveal people's secrets, and I will always give you my honest opinion, and I will never be cruel. So, my email is Stephanie Nelson Davis 88 at Gmail. And, yeah, and Marie, get a hold of me, man. It's getting worried about you. And if my sister Wanda is watching, mwah, I love you. I actually put on makeup kind of today, see? I don't usually do this. I'm still kind of cute. But, I know, trying to lighten the grim subject. But, there's so many ways that women get abused, and so many, different. They're all different, but they're all the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's most ladies. I mean, the individual thing. That's but the strength and the propping up and care we can give each other, that's all the same. And the PTSD, that's the same for all of us. But we can stand together and fucking make this shit stop. Make this bullshit stop. Ladies, my son has respect for women, because even at 23 years old and 6'6", if I caught him being a dumbass jerk like that, I'd still smack him. But I don't have to worry about that. I raised a very good son who knows how to treat women. Other ladies gotta start doing that. And people need to be fucking held accountable for their actions. They need to stop brushing us off and giving ridiculously low sentence. People used to get more time for a joint than they did for rape. So, yeah. See you getting angry. But, anyways, so, that's my rant. And, I just wanted to get that shit off my chest. And, and let anybody else out there, man, if you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone, man. It's happened to so many people. You're not alone. And you don't have to be alone either. Reach out. Because you can't heal alone. You gotta reach out. Family member, counselor, or some stranger on YouTube. But, you gotta reach out. And you gotta release that's poison from your soul. Because you don't deserve the poison. They do. But you don't. So, on that, I'm gonna get really baked and watch a movie and crash. So, I hope you guys are okay. Like I said, any questions, please ask in the comments. And, man, if you watch this, subscribe to me. I'm almost up to 100. Oh my god, I'm so popular. But, yeah, if you watch this, and I don't just talk about depressing shit. We talk about my animals, my garden, my car, pretty much anything. And if there's something you want me to talk about, you can, do in the comments, wherever, and, try my very best. I'm really good on history, but, yeah, so, if you, please, 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 please subscribe. It'll help my little heart so much. But what would help my heart so much more is that your heart is safe. Keep your heart safe, man. Okay? Keep it safe. Love you. Peace, y'all.